What's happening? It's your boy Regular Man and Regular Dreams, aka Dreams, man. And I'm about to bring y'all the bar breakdown for Hart, a battle rapper has to die. I appreciate all the love, all the support on it. This one, I tried something different. I think it kind of worked. I guess I'll know later on, man, how y'all felt about it. But I've been getting a pretty good response. You know what I'm saying? I can't even lie. So let's go ahead and dig into it, man. Y'all know I started off with my opening. Y'all pick the name, I pick the casket, and when it's your turn to die, you gotta die. So let's get right at it. So basically, after that, I was like, respect, Queen, first and foremost. I don't think I'm by myself when I say I appreciate what you've done for the female battle rap scene. I'm talking Miss Hustle, 40 bars, and even some medals in between. I can't lie, can't front. You've been doing your thing now. Basically, I'm just bigging up. And then the next part was just kind of like, before I go at you, SN. We've seen a lot of E's work. Her career ain't nothing to sneeze at, but we got to have that 1Z first. We all want to see the battle with Jazz. We all know Jazz call herself 1Z. We all know how that worked. But this bar right here, I said, before I go at you, sneak, you know what I'm saying? At you, SN, as in side note. Before I go at you, SN. We've seen a lot of E's work. Her career ain't nothing to sneeze at, but before it's over, we got to have that 1Z first. I particularly said this bar like this, SN as a side note. SN, we've seen a lot of E's work. SN, E's, but before it's over, we got to have that 1Z first. Her career nothing to sneeze at. SNEEZE is how you spell sneeze. So before it's over, we got to have that 1Z first. So basically, I'm spelling it out, but I didn't say before it comes, before the end, well, I didn't say at the end we gotta have 1Z first because you don't spell sneeze like that. The E is before, the Z is before the last E. So before it's over, we gotta have that 1Z first. You know what I'm saying? SN, we've seen a lot of E's work. Her career ain't nothing to sneeze at, but we gotta have that 1Z first. That's the battle we all want to see. That and how you do head up when URL meets Queen of the Ring. Now for that event, I want to be live and center, taking pictures of all the baddest female battle rappers. Fuck the niggas. Except for Uncle Smack. He can get a picture, and I'll probably put the best visuals on my wall as remembrance, but I really don't want to get framed for me smacking bitches. You know what I'm saying? So that part right there. Basically saying, okay, yeah, we want to see you against Jazz. And for that event, you know what I'm saying, if URL ever meets URL ever meets Queen of the Ring for like the Battle of Sexes or something, I want to be live and center for that event, taking pictures of all the baddest female battle rappers. Like bump the I don't want to take no pictures of the dudes, bump the niggas except for Uncle Smack. He can get a picture, and I probably put him on my wall. The best visuals on my wall is remembrance, but I really don't want to get a picture frame for me smack and chicks, but more of a derogatory word for the sake of the video. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say it because I wanted to transition to the next part. But basically, y'all get that. If I go to the event, take a pictures, I put the best on my walls, remembrance, but I don't really want to get picture frames from them. But also, how I set it up was I'll be in a, I really don't want to get framed as in accused for me smacking chicks. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how that was for me smacking. You better act like you know the whole Tay Rock thing. I almost cut this part out. Because 5EO versus Bing Nation, right? He did the whole Tay Rock thing, but he did it way different. But I don't want to say nothing or sound like nobody and nothing like that. I played on a Tay Rock thing for a reason that I'll explain later, but I almost took this out. I actually had to change my beginning because Caustic versus T-Rex battle. Like, I already been having this stuff written out, but I just been watching battles, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to say something that may be said in a battle that kind of recently came out. Like, I always do that. Yeah, man. Sorry for the crazy cut, man. But anyway, yeah, so, but basically, Caustic had this whole line in this battle versus T-Rex, and it had nothing to do with what I said, but it was like, he was like, this shit right here, kind of playing on a little Cat Williams type voice thing, right? But okay, what I was going to say was, the whole thing, like, the battle with 1Z is what we all want to see. That shit right there, I probably was gonna say, nigga, this shit right here, nigga, that shit right there, nigga, is the battle we all want to see, right? And I was gonna flip it and say, I had a whole thing, I had like a whole part that I had to take out, but I was gonna flip it and be like, this shit right here, you know, that's Cat 1Z, these cats sleeping on me. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna have a whole little part. It was gonna be kind of crazy too, but with me taking this part out, made the whole part after the thing that I said up until kind of like the ending make more sense in a way. So maybe it's kind of like a gift and a curse, man. But anyway, back to it. I was like, for me smacking, you better act like you know. I did that part right there, basically like, maybe he finna get wild. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all would think I probably take the Tay-Rock approach and kind of disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Call out a name and all kind of stuff. You better act like you know. You better act like you know, or whatever the case may be from that part. So, you know, I was like, maybe I'm finna turn up the temperature. You never know. Like, you know, maybe I'm finna spaz on him. I was like, you better act like you know. Man, I'll trying to act like I was going to keep going into that little thing, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I'll never live it down if my mama found out that I smacked you. Plus, brown skin show bruises easily in the Big Apple, and I don't need them problems. I ain't saying I don't want them, though. I'm gonna go get your brother or your cousin. Fuck you still arguing, folk type of nigga. So basically, that part right there was like, I wanted y'all to kind of feel like, okay, I'm probably finna turn up a little bit. But in the very next line, I calmed down, right? Because I was like, you know, my mama wouldn't appreciate me putting my hands on no female. Then I was like, plus brown skin show bruises easily in the Big Apple. You ever seen an apple brown skin that lets you know it got a bruise in it? That's fire. That's fire. Ain't nobody ever said that's fire. I don't care what you say. I like that. Brown skin show bruises easily in the Big Apple, and I don't need them problems. I ain't saying I don't want them though. So this part right here is another transition from me kind of calming down to saying like, oh, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm still with it. I'm the go get your brother or your cousin. Like, if I was talking to a female, what you still arguing for? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and do what we got to do. Go get your brother. I'm the go get your brother or your cousin type of nigga, not the type to niggas type of nigga. I don't even like them niggas, but who does? So basically, this part is saying like, quote unquote, what kind of guy I am. You know, the tough guy. This is all battle rap stuff. I'm not a tough guy, man. I'm a loving person. Anyway, man, but this kind of like the little part that it's like, go get your brother or your cousin. I ain't saying I don't want him though. Go get your brother or cousin. Then I was like, I ain't the type to niggas type of nigga. I'm not the Twitter finger person. Like, I'm not that person. I'm barely on Twitter as it is, man. I be having so many messages and stuff. I've been missing so much stuff, man. Big shout out to the that little battle league on Twitter too, man. Salute. But anyway, man, yeah, I be missing so much stuff, man, on Twitter. Okay, I'm not that type of dude. I don't even like them type of dudes, but who does? Nobody really like the thumb thuckers, you know what I'm saying? But who does? Well, bump all of that, Hart. You been giving bud. Like, this right here is just like a kind of like, I wanted to kind of throw like a curveball, you know what I'm saying? Like something probably unexpected. You know, probably an angle some people use, but I don't think they ever kind of did it like this. You know what I'm saying? From what I've been seeing, you know what I'm saying, since she been pregnant. But Hart, you been giving bud. I thought you like what I like, but I guess I had you fucked up. I was like, I found out she was pregnant with Lil Wayne Samsung. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? So basically, this part right here was just something kind of funny a little bit. It really ain't no bars in there that I got to break down on it. But just basically saying I was shocked that she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the whole thing was like, Hart, you been giving bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part right there is just like, can you imagine Hart? You know what I'm saying? Giving some ass up, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's kind of tough, thug, whatever the case may be. Now, females don't only get pregnant from male insertion. You know what I'm saying? They need the parts, but, you know what I'm saying? Females have babies other ways, too. So, that might not even be the case, but I'm just speaking on it, trying to give y'all a visual of that. So, I was just kind of like, Lil Wayne Samsung. I said, what? Y'all know that Lil Wayne commercial. But anyway, after that, it was, and I'm speaking fast because these be like 30 minutes. So I'm just trying to get through it. I said, what? And I was like, I said, what? But, bump all of that. Congratulations on your blessings. Now, back to why with the female, I can't get physically aggressive. It's because I wasn't raised sideways. I was raised upright and straightforward. Plus, I'm from the South where manners, respect, and generosity are most important. I skipped the line. I said all of that right, but I was supposed to say especially to a female. My mother made sure she drove that home to me every chance she could and never failed, but I didn't say especially to a female. But I mean, it still worked because I mean, you get the message. Like it don't have to really be especially to a female, but it probably would just put more emphasis on it because I'm battling a female. But another transition, man. Another transition. Yeah, man. I'm back again. But like I said, I didn't say the whole especially to a female thing, but you know, it kind of still worked because that wasn't really that important. But it would have put more emphasis on what's the name of what the case may be. But anyway, man. After that, I said hey yo, I said what did I say? I was like my mother made sure she drove that home to me every chance she could have, never failed. So I make sure I apply those type of messages to my 2 babies and my baby 9 as well. I do got 2 kids. A lot of people know that, but apply that to my 2 babies and my baby 9 as well, as in the gun. That's a gun. I tell baby 9, when you get full of yourself, people around you tend to get bashful. But shoot, on the other hand, sometimes you gotta bust out your shell when you have to. Basically, that's a true statement. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that's full of themselves when they get around certain people in the crowd, like those people tend to kind of shy away, get a little bashful. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they joking on them or something like that. But also it's just kind of like you can't really be too quiet or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta bust out your shell. You know what I'm saying? When you got to, when the moment calls for it, maybe when you gotta do a presentation or whatever the case may be, or you gotta try to win over a room. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. You know, it's a real life thing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have balance. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of put one against the other. You know what I'm saying? 2 different realms, but a nice little balance. And any message needs to have a balance. So I thought that was kind of a clever way to say it, but y'all understand what I'm saying, right? When you get full of yourself, basically saying, when you get full of guns, not full of guns, when you get full of bullets, people around you tend to get bashful. You know what I'm saying? Bashful. You know what I'm saying? Pistol whip, or whatever the case may be. But shoot. On the other hand, sometimes you gotta bust out your shell when you have to. I seen a couple comments. Y'all understand that part. So but shoot, sometimes you gotta bust out your shell when you have to. And shoot, and remember when you gotta make a point. Remember you weren't raised sideways. You was raised upright and straightforward. So when you gotta make a point, you might not hear from that person again. But how I say that thing, man? I was like basically how I said it was, I tell the baby 9 if they gotta make a point. Remember, they weren't raised sideways; they was raised upright and straightforward. So if you gotta make a point, you might not hear from that person again, but you know that they felt it, and that's the only thing that's important. Basically saying, you know, we don't do the sideways shoot. Like we not moving. Like we not finna do that. We gonna shoot right. You know what I'm saying? Like people that shoot sideways ain't trying to hit nothing for real. I don't. Anyway, basically, you was raised upright and straightforward. I kind of started that off and ended it kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of in a dope, kind of clever way. I thought this wasn't really crazy, but you was raised upright and straightforward. So if you gotta make a point, you might not hear from that person again, but you know that they felt it, and that's the only thing that's important. Basically saying, you know, bang, done them, like they out of here. You know what I'm saying? So you might not hear from that person again. And you might hear from them again, but you know that they felt it because you was raised up right and straightforward to hit something, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. And then I was like, E Hart, I know you got a little one. I know you understand this the importance. You can't say nothing backwards that'll mess up their thoughts. Because when you say something backwards, you get stuff like this. You get whoop ass, ass whoop. Took cash, cash took. I kind of use those words because they way too different extremes. Like I said the whole thing, you know, you gotta Hart, you gotta make sure you don't say shit backwards when y'all have those type of thoughts. Because when you do, it'll mess up their thoughts. Basically saying, you know what I'm saying, you gotta relay the message the right way. You know what I'm saying? This all plays into the whole part how I set this up, but it makes sense in another way. And I was like, well, you can't say shit backwards because you get shit like this. Shit doesn't spell this backwards, by the way, for people who may be thinking that. It's close, but it don't. But I went for these two particularly because it's way too different extremes. Like, if you whoop somebody's ass, that's a good thing. But if you get your ass whooped, you know, if you took some, it don't even have to be like stealing wise, but if you took some cash out the house or whatever the case may be, but if you get your cash took, You know what I'm saying? We talking robbed, or you talking maybe losing a bet. Those are two extremes. Or you took some money from somebody that probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you won. Those are two different extremes. So that's why I was saying, like, you can't say stuff backwards. Like, you got to really have, you know what I'm saying, say the right thing. But then I flipped it, like, on E Hart when I was like, would you rather have a hearty meal or a meal E Hart? That was kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? But y'all get it. Would you rather have a hearty meal? Everybody know what a hearty meal, especially with this health kick everybody doing. Or would you rather have a meal, E Hart? Not Millie. I think my homie Johnny was like Millie. I'm not saying Millie. I'm saying meal, as in, you know, it's the same thing. Meal E Hart. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have a meal E Hart? You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have a meal E Hart, like $1 million? Would you rather have a hearty meal? But I mean, it's the same. It's really a real flip too. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was something kind of dope. And I was like, either way you eating, but shit's different. And me personally, I don't like chitlins. Everybody know what chitlins is. If you don't, it's the intestines of a pig. Either way you eating, but shit's different. Me personally, I don't like chitlins. Y'all get that? Then I was like, up until this point, I'm a kind of mellow tone, so I think it's time to amp it up a little bit to bring it home. I said it different though, but basically that's what I was saying. I took off my jacket. I did a real weak shoulder rub. My shoulder rub could have been way better, but did a real weak shoulder rub, and I was like, you know, E Hart, I hope you're ready, so let's go. And I was like, this is when I kind of turned up a little bit. This is where it was kind of more bars instead of just kind of talking it out. I intentionally started my beginning kind of mellow to have more impact as an ending, just to kind of see how it worked. And I think it kind of played out good. You know, the beginning not really as exciting, but the end part I feel like catches your attention. You know what I'm saying? So just something I try to do a little different, and I think kind of worked a little bit. You know, I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments, man. But this is so gonna be 30 minutes, and I try not to have it be 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, this one I turned up a little bit. I said, what did I say? So I hope you're ready. Let's go. I'm always in the field. Most time girls be jocking. So Lady Hart trying to run up and grab my balls. I snatch them back. I take pride in how I run my options. Anybody that watches football know the option play. Running back run up, snatch the ball back. A quarterback who does it good, you know what I'm saying, takes pride in his option. They practice that a lot. So let E Hart try to run up and grab my balls. I snatch them back. I take pride in how I run my options. But basically saying, I'm always in the field and girls be jocking out. I set this part up. So shout out to the person who suggested the bar that I say in this rhyme. I set this up for later down the line, but basically saying I'm always in the field and girls be jocking. Kind of saying I'm a ladies man. So let E Hart trying to run up and grab my balls. Basically, you ever been somewhere, right? You know what I'm saying? And like you kind of chilling, especially if you single. I'm very married, so this don't apply right now. But anyway, let's say you just single. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know how like the one little aggravating chick, like she kind of cute, but she aggravating, but it's another chick, right? You know, over there, and you kind of feeling, you kind of talk to a little bit, but this little, the kind of cute chick will walk up on her, kind of hug you from the back. Hey, what you doing? Kind of, you know what I'm saying? You kind of got to be like, yo, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nah, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all done been in them situations, right? Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get that. So it's just kind of like, let E Hart try to run and grab my balls. I snatch them back. I take pride in how I run my options. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought that was dope. Now I was like, let's just say you did get somebody for me and we would have fought. This goes all the way back to the beginning when I was like, go get your brother or your cousin. So anyway, let's fast forward. Let's say you did get somebody for me and we would have fought. Fight fell to 2x4 to his head. Now you ain't got to ask the question, who would have thought? That's crazy. I like that bar. I was like, who would have thought? Would 2x4 would thought, you know what I'm saying? Then I was like 2x4. Now I was gonna go deeper than this, but I cut it short. Axe. You know what I'm saying? Would axe, like I was gonna keep it going. But I didn't. I was like 2x4, you get the 0.5. Divide 2x4, you get 0.5. A lot of people call people 5. Well, not a lot of people, but people that understand that know what's up with that. You know what I'm saying? you get the 0.5. Then I was like, from that situation alone, let me find out you drop a couple dimes. I'll get the nickel since you a case quota. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying, let me find out from that situation of me knocking somebody's head off with this 2x4 that you drop a couple of dimes. I get the nickel. You know what I'm saying? Since you a case quota. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying, you know, snitches, you know, we don't really appreciate them. But the way I set it up was, let me find out you drop a couple dimes, 2 dimes. I'll get the nickel since you a case quota. I'm from the South, so I say quarter. I don't say quarter. You got a quarter? I don't know. I can't even say it right now. But anyway, man, case quarter is 2 dimes and a nickel. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was a little clever way to say that. I almost took that out because Street Him said something like Cam Quarter or something like that, which is totally different. Look at that battle too. Street Hymns versus Fonzie was a dope battle. I almost took that part out, but I was like, it's way different. So I'm just keep it. Street Hymns kind of dope too. But anyway, since you a case quota, I was like, yeah, I said the nickel, so you'll get the after the point. When I said 2x4, I said 0.5, but 0.5 is like really 50 cents. So I said, get the nickel. I'm going back. A lot of people probably didn't know that. You'll get the after the point. You know what I'm saying? So that's 0.05, which is a nickel. But also, you'll get the after the point. You know what I'm saying? After I point the gun. But also, you will get the after the point. You fuck, soldier. That was crazy. I think this is probably my best bar of it. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But that ain't nobody ever said that before. So, and you know that means having sex. So I get the nickel since you're a case quota. Yeah, I said a nickel, so you'll get the after the point. You fuck, soldier. I thought that was kind of clever. You fuck, soldier. Now I said I never put my hands on you, but I ain't never said I'm gonna shoot your ass, which brings me to a text message my homie sent me in the past that said, anytime I need it, they got a 40 available, Quaker Oats oatmeal without the box. Meaning if I don't want to square up, the 40 available, but the cereal hot. Fire. Now let me tell y'all about that bar. My homie. I got a homie named E, which is crazy. That's who I went to New York with. Like, this is my dog. You know what I mean? We talk about battle rap all the time. Probably like really one of my only homies I really talk about battle rap. Besides my dog Reggie, but we don't really talk about it too much, man. But I didn't want to say my homie E, because people will probably be thinking like I really don't got a homie named E for real. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to play on the E Hart thing. But my homie E be sending me bars. You know what I'm saying? And nigga think they dope, but they ain't really dope. You know? Nah, but the homie E sent me a bar, and that was the bar. It wasn't that. It was the 40 Quaker Oats. The 40, it said something like the 40 is oatmeal or something like that. I mean the cereal hot or something. I can't remember what the homie said. It was something to that effect. I was like, oh, that was dope. And it was like, you should use that in your battle rap. It has to die. I don't use nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't do it. It's all me. So the reason I said my homie sent me a message, because my homie really did send me that. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I mean, they get all the credit. I didn't come up with that. This was fire, you know what I mean? But they came up with it, and I made sure, you know what I'm saying, that they get their props for it, man. Shout out to the homie E. Was happening. Probably mad as shit I'm even saying this right now. Told me not to even say it, but you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Fight me. Nah, just playing. But yeah, man, which was a dope bar. And I added the whole, I couldn't remember what it was verbatim. So I added the whole, I think it was the 40 is oatmeal. I mean the cereal hot. I think that was it. But I added the whole Quaker Oats oatmeal. I added the Quaker Oats part, oatmeal, without the box. Because, you know, everybody knows, you know, Quaker Oats oatmeal comes in a box. It has packets of oatmeal in it, what some people probably don't know. But I made up all that part. And I kind of thought of another way, because I was like, which mean if I don't want to square up, we all know how a box shape. If I don't want to square up, the 40 available, but the cereal hot. So I added a little bit to it, you know what I'm saying, to kind of give it my personality, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean. And I kind of set it up you know, so it'll fit and everything. And it was dope. You know what I'm saying? I actually wasn't gonna have oatmeal in my bar. I was gonna say anytime I needed a 40 available, Quaker Oats without the box. Meaning if I don't want to square up, that 40 available, but the cereal hot. But I had to add oatmeal because the homie said oatmeal. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. I'm funny like that. Anyway, shout out to the homie E. That's my dog. Sent me something yesterday that was fire. My dog might, you know what I mean? My dog can rap, you know what I mean? I can't even lie. But we be having battles and everything. But anyway, off of that 40 available, 40 available. But then I was like, but it'll probably be my own personal throwaway that I'm holding that leave you stiff, because they say it's best to use mind over heart when you dealing with emotions. That was pretty fire to me. Basically saying, you know, when you're dealing with emotions, a lot of people say it's best to use your mind over your heart. But I'm saying it'll probably be my own personal throwaway that I'm holding, because it's best to use mind, my personal throwaway, over heart, over heart when you're dealing with emotions. I'm gonna leave you stiff. It's best to use mind over heart when you're dealing with as in heart, emotions. You know what I'm saying? Motions as, you know, body movements. So I thought that was pretty dope. A little way to kind of, you know what I'm saying, kind of say that. I thought that was pretty clever. That I came up with. It's best to use mind over heart when you're dealing with emotions. And I was like, when I first seen it, you should see this motherfucker. The first time I saw it, I was scared as shit. First thought in my head was diamond push-ups couldn't even get me an arm this big. You know what I mean? People like ARP know what diamond push-ups are. You know what I'm saying? People who be working out all the time, like diamond push-ups, kind of, you know. People who do push-ups and stuff know what's up with diamond push-ups, man. Those probably kind of like some of the best ones to do. You know what I'm saying? But diamond push-ups couldn't even give me an arm this big. Then I was like, and I know you probably looking at me thinking I'm cocky as shit to have a face that spot up like a jump shooter. Basically, like I got where is that? It's a bump right here. Like I just get up, man. It just is what it is. Like I can't have a perfect smile, you know what I'm saying, and great skin, you know what I'm saying. So I got a little acne every now and then, man, but it ain't that too crazy. But I was basically saying my face spot up like a jump shooter. Y'all get that? I don't think it's really nothing to get into that. But go ask your girls, compare me to your nigga. I'm still cuter. And a mean Casanova, this part, and a mean Casanova, which mean in a mean Casanova, I break hearts like it's a part of the job. The bar that I was told to use in this was I'm a mean Casanova, I break hearts. That was the bar. Crazy, by the way. Shout out to the person that left that. What is it? I can't remember. But shout out to the female who left it, man. I don't want to say nobody's name wrong, but I want to say you'll see it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, shout out to her, man. That's what she said. I actually thought that was pretty dope, and I was trying to figure out a way to put it in there. And I couldn't figure out a way, and I just was like, okay, so after this part, I'll insert it here, but kind of add on a little bit to it. So because I think it's actually dope to use it as a punch, but it wasn't really punch heavy in the beginning, and it wouldn't fit. And then, like when I was doing the second part, my bars was kind of long, so the whole I'm a mean Casanova, I break hearts would kind of be too short to fit the format of the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't saying like I'm a professional or nothing, or this what I do, but it gotta sound right to me when I do it. But anyway, I was like, I kind of started this whole process all the way back to the whole thing when I was like, I'm always in the field and girls be jocking. So if Hart try to run up and grab my balls, I snatch them back. I take pride in how I run my options. That's showing arrogance. And you know, kind of like how I just was kind of turned up a little bit. Then I was kind of, I kind of reverted back to that after dealing with emotions. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a little facing. I was like, you probably looking at me saying I'm arrogant and shit to have a face that spot up like a jump shooter. But go ask your girls. Compare me to your nigga, I'm still cuter. Plus a mean Casanova. I break hearts like it's a part of the job. And we ain't talking feelings, we talking money. The way I take your green, you'll think the NBA is involved. People that watch the NBA got that. That was kind of like a, you know, kind of like a play on the current event. It's kind of old now because the playoffs over with. But Where I take your green, you'll think the NBA is involved. Then I was like, anybody that watches A Better Rapper Has to Die know that I got a clever mind. 6 bars from the opening and 6 bars before this very line. Go back. First I said, before it's over, we gotta have that 1Z first. Then I said, diamond push-ups couldn't give me an arm this big. Don't sound like a connecting verse. It don't sound like a connecting verse. Then I was like, but Jay-Z had a song with Big called Brooklyn Finest. No. How I said it? No, I was like, it don't sound like a connecting verse. And I was like, diamond push-ups. Jay-Z had a song with B.I.G. Diamond push-ups, Jay-Z had a song called Brooklyn Finest with B.I.G. And we all want to see that battle with you versus Brooklyn Finest, J-A-Z. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, I specifically used the 6. Because once this get views, people will see that this G-O-D. All right, now, so basically this part, I'm connected to the beginning. You can count them out, too. You can count them out. You can do whatever you got to do. As I said, diamond push-ups, you don't get an arm this big. I said, diamond push-ups, I'm scared of shit. Diamond push-ups, can't even get your arm this big. And I was like, I know you're probably looking at me saying, I'm pretty arrogant to have a face spot out like a jump shooter. We'll go extra girls. I'm still cuter. Plus a mean Casanova. I break hearts like it's part of your job. Draymond Green, where I take your like it's a part of the job. We ain't talking feelings, we talking money. Where I take your green, you'll think the NBA's involved. And everybody who watches A Better Rapper Has to Die know I have a clever mind. 6 bars after my opening, 6 bars to this very line. That's 6. Now you can go back and check the beginning 6 if you want. Do it however you want to do it. But anyway, man, so it's connected. It's definitely connected. And then the whole part I brought to y'all, diamond push-ups. Jay-Z had a song called Brooklyn Finest with B.I.G. Couldn't get an arm this big. You know what I'm saying? Big B.I.G. But diamond push-ups, you use your arms to push the, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Then I had the whole, they had a song called Brooklyn Finest. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And had a song called Brooklyn Finest. And we all know everybody want to see her versus Jazz, which is probably Brooklyn's finest female battle rapper, as in talent-wise. But also a lot of people think Jazz attractive, so they may think Brooklyn finest battle rapper. So all that plays a part. And then the whole, once this gets views, you'll see that this, I use the 6 because once this gets views, you'll see this G-O-D. We all know Drake, 6 God. He got an album called Views. You know what I'm saying? And he got a album called Views. 6 God, 6 G. Y'all get it. And then I was like, but it gets deeper, and I'm gonna show you if you got a reason to doubt. I'm gonna show you if you got a reason to doubt. 6s are normally used as 6 is normally a sign of evil or the devil. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But number 6 was called the Evils, but was spelled like devils on Reasonable Doubt. Y'all can go back and check that. That, you know what I'm saying? Number 6 on Reasonable Doubt was the Evils, but it was spelled like devils. It was D apostrophe E-V-I-L-S. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. That's kind of crazy. Then I was like, spelled on Reasonable Doubt, which came out the 6th month of 9/6. This probably all sound like nonsense. Probably all sound like nonsense unless you use your third eye. Number 3 was Brooklyn Finest. On the same CD, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn Finest was Brooklyn Finest was number 3. Now, with all these 6s, we all know 6s mean evil. People always say open up your third eye, you know what I'm saying, when you're dealing with evil, Illuminati, and all that different stuff. 696, you know what I'm saying? Like it keeps going. They probably all sound like nonsense unless you use your third eye. Number 3 was Brooklyn Finest. Then I was like, shit, I'm the best. I was like, Brooklyn Finest, I'm the best. Like, they'll probably say Drake is in Toronto. No, I'm the best. Like how they'll say in Toronto Drake is. And I was like, a player hater probably would say Notorious. You know what I'm saying? I said something like that. A player hater would say Notorious. Basically, you know, the whole Drake and Tory Lanez thing, they kind of go back and forth over that. But what I specifically set it up like this because I said the whole 6 God. I said I'm the best. Like in Toronto Drake is. Then I was like, player hater probably would say what Notorious. I'm saying this wrong because it ain't sounding right in my head, but it was something to that effect. Notorious, which y'all know Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in that. Then I was like, but wait, number 6 was number 6. I was like, but wait, player hater was number 6 on disc 2. I gotta stop this shit or something like that. But player hater, right? Notorious was number 6 on disc 2. But also you can say diss. That's a diss too. A player hater, a diss, that's a diss. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who, like DISS. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's kind of like a little play on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's actually on disc 2. You can check it out. You know what I'm saying? On the double disc joint. So, you know, player hater was number 6. And like I actually was gonna keep going because number 3 was hypnotized. I was gonna do this whole thing like hypnotize. Wait, that's number 3. I was gonna keep going, but I was like, that's kind of enough of that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was more. Could have gave you more, but I decided not to, man. But okay, so that was that. Notorious. Wait, player hater. That was this too. I gotta stop this shit. And I was like, but I'm gonna tell you why I brought up Tory. And the reason is because besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E. Besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E. I'm trying to think, what did I rhyme because with? I don't know. I can't remember, man. But y'all go back and see it. But basically, I said the whole thing was the reason I brought up Tory is because besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E, which is take you, replace it with a different name, and leave EHURT. All right. So basically, what this is y'all get the whole thing. I'm spelling out Tory Doe. Nobody can do what T or I do E. That's spelling out Tory Doe, right? Besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E. You know what I'm saying? I'm spelling out Tory Doe name, but I wanted to kind of play on it like people probably no. This what I said. This what I said. Okay, after I said the whole let's go back. After I said the whole Notorious dang, player hater was number 6 on disc 2. I gotta stop this shit. And I was like, you probably thought I was talking about lanes, but no, I stay in mine. I was like, I stay in mine. I'm gonna show you why I brought up Tory name. And the reason is because besides Jazz, besides Jazz, nobody can do what me or T or I do E, which is take you, replace it with a different name, and leave EHURT. Bang, that's the end of it. That's what I said. Probably thought I was talking about lanes, but no, I stay in mine. And the reason I brought up Tory name is because besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E, which is take you, take you, which is take you, get a I said take you, get a different name. No, which is get you. I said which is get you, take out a different name and leave EHURT. Get you, take out a different name and leave EHURT. All right, let me say it one more time. I know this already mad long. Just bear with me, man. You know what I'm saying? But It's hard remembering all this stuff, man. It is. Shout out to battle rappers, man. But no, you probably think I was talking about lanes, but no, I stay in mine. And the reason I brought up Tory name is because besides Jazz, nobody can do what T or I do E, which is get you, take out a different name, and still leave EHURT. Bang, that's the end of it. I could have kept going. I wanted that bar to kind of make y'all want more too. Like I could have kept going, but I wanted y'all to be like, dang, all right, cool, that's over with. But like he could have kind of gave us a little bit more. I kind of want more. You know what I'm saying? Like I intentionally wanted that to happen. But what this part is, right? I spell out Tory Doe name. You know what I'm saying? I kind of played on the whole Drake, Toronto, Tory Lanez. No, it ain't Tory Lanez because I stay in mine. And I said Tory Doe. I want to see her versus Tory Doe. I think Tory Doe nice. So you know, T-R-I, nobody could do what T-R-I do E, which is get you, take out a different name and leave E-H-U-R-T. You spell E Hart, right? The way I said the ending made it seem like we get E Hart. We get E Hart in the battle and still take out a different name. Like this ain't even really like, okay, yeah, like I can beat you and take a different name and still leave EHURT. Like basically, like, you know what I'm saying, still win that battle with E Hart. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like I can take 2 battles on at one time and leave, you know what I'm saying? And still, you know what I mean, do what I got to do against E Hart. But what I'm saying really is get you, the letter U, take out A. If you get U, take out A in E Hart, right? Spell a name E-H-A-R-T. If you get U, take out A, it's a different name. It leave E-H-U-R-T. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I ended it. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. This is the bar breakdown. This one probably the longest, man. I've been blabbering on. I'm going to show y'all something at the end of this. Stay tuned. Because people think I be playing, man. I ain't with the games, man. I got to show y'all something, man. Y'all going to see. You know what I mean? Something happened, you know, had to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be trying me on national YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to show y'all something at the end of this. So, make sure you stay tuned. But tell me what you think in the comments. Was there some bars that I said that you didn't quite get? Did I skip over some? You know, just kind of let me know, you know what I'm saying, your thoughts, opinions, or whatever case may be on it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think this one was cool. I kind of wanted the beginning to have a little bit of bars in it, but I wanted the ending to finish strong. I think this one is the most thought out one. Like I'm talking about an album that dropped in '96. You know what I'm saying? And like I got the 6 bar from the beginning to the end, and you know, we talking about Drake and Tory Lanez, but no, not Tory Lanez, like Tory Doe, spelling out T or I do. You know what I'm saying? Like this one it's kind of dope to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of effort into it. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the next one just be better. I don't want none of them to kind of be the same format. I'm gonna keep changing it up. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna work, some not. But I think this one was cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely had some bars in there. I think Brown Skin was dope. I think the whole Emotions joint was dope. I think the one my homie sent me was crazy. You know what I mean? I thought it had some joints, man. It had some joints. I think the way I set this one up from beginning to end was probably my best. You know what I'm saying? The way I set it up. I ain't saying it's the best bar wise, but I think it's the best, you know what I'm saying, the setup. I can't even lie. You know what I mean? But tell me what y'all got in the comments, man. Now stay tuned for this. Niggas gonna try me and that like ain't that gonna happen. What? Got me fucked up, man. Stay tuned. I almost left without telling y'all, man. Go ahead and drop the names of the next battle rapper has to die. You know what I'm saying? In the comments with the word or phrase you want me to use in the round. And y'all know how I gotta end this thing, man. Always remember to never wake up without dreaming. But no matter where you go in life, always remain the same. Regular man, irregular dreams. Gone. B had me fucked up. I was gonna let that ride on. Ain't nothing riding over here, man. Gone. I say the whole thing is like you will never hear from that person again, but you know that they felt it. What the fuck is that? Nigga had me fucked up.